There we go. A little bit slow loading the class today, but at last I'm here. I am Teacher Oakley. Welcome to Verbling. In my last class, we were looking at future continuous verb tenses, and I would kind of like to continue the theme. In this class, we are going to have basically conversation, question and answers. The object is to give you, the students, the opportunity to use future tenses, maybe a little action with modals, and maybe some adverbs as well. Probably, maybe, something could happen, might happen. In any case, I'll be asking you questions, attempting to elicit some future tense verb usage, and talking about making predictions about your future, about whatever I happen to think of, world, economy, the environment, what have you. Anyway, good chance to practice speaking at length and speaking using future tenses. So, welcome to the class, Mayumi.
Hello.
Hi, Mayumi. Where are you from?
I'm from Japan.
Terrific. Welcome to the class.
Thank you.
Okay. I haven't met you before. Mayumi, I don't really know you, so I have to ask a present tense question to start.
Okay.
Are you a student, or are you currently working?
I work sometimes.
Sometimes. Nice. I work constantly, it seems like. Okay. What kind of work do you do?
I sometimes work at the factory to help trainees from other countries.
Okay, interesting. All right. All right, and Mayumi, let's talk about you. What do you see yourself doing in 5 years?
In 5 years, I think I will doing the same thing as I do now.
Okay. Now, okay, in 5 years,
Yeah.
all right, down the road. Now you need to use here.
Yeah.
You can't say I will doing the same thing. You would need to say I will be doing.
Oh, okay. I will
be
doing.
Be doing the same thing. Okay, because we have a specific time in the future, so we're going to have to use this future continuous tense.
Okay.
You're doing the same thing, a continuous action. All right. Fair enough. Let me welcome Heidi to the class. Hello, Heidi.
Hello.
Nice to see you as well. Okay. How are you today, Heidi?
Today it's very hot.
Very hot? Yeah. I can relate to that. It's very hot here.
Yes, yesterday the big typhoon was approaching here from Philippines.
Yeah.
Then only Okinawa, the most southern part of Japan, got damaged. But after that, it changed to the low pressure system.
Mm-hmm. Right. Not so bad. Yeah, it just clipped the Philippines. It barely touched the Philippines, actually. It didn't affect me at all. I currently live in the Philippines, for those who don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then we sent it off to Japan, a little gift from the Philippines to Japan. Here you go.
As usual.
As usual, yeah. We like to do that. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to be asking lots of questions about what you think are going to happen in the future because we're predicting future tenses today.
As you
So,
know, 4 years ago, the strong earthquake occurred in northern part, and today the same place had an earthquake again. Maybe in the future, Japan will be shaking always.
maybe in the future Japan will be shaking. Okay. Okay. That's an interesting construction, looking at it from an English point of view. Because we have, okay, first of all, maybe the adverb to show degree of certainty. Maybe, maybe not. This is common when talking about the future. We frequently use adverbs. Probably, likely, these kinds of adverbs, maybe. Maybe in the future. Now, this is interesting. You can get away with this because you're using this prepositional phrase in the future. Japan will be shaking.
Will be shaking next year. That's it.
Yeah. Usually, you want to, when you use future continuous, you want to use a specific time. Okay. Okay. But of course, will be shaking means continuously. Heaven forbid that it's a continuous action.
Amazing.
Yeah. I might instead choose to say maybe in the future Japan will have another earthquake. Will have maybe a simple future prediction rather than predicting an event that will start. Okay, we use simple future to talk about when something will start or it will end, and we use continuous to talk about something that happens over time. So, heaven forbid that Japan is shaking for any length of time. Okay, Mayumi, I don't know if you're sewing. It sounds like you're sewing or tap dancing or I don't know what.
No, I don't do it.
You should mute.
You're doing some kind of action.
While you are not talking, okay?
Yeah, we can all hear this at whatever you're doing. So if you wouldn't mind muting.
Okay. Is it okay to say something?
Please mute.
Yes. Please just mute your microphone. You can
Okay.
when you're not speaking.
Because teacher need to welcome to other students, so.
That as well, yeah. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, Ayara. Ayara, hello. Am I mispronouncing your name? If I am, please correct me. Is it Ayara? Okay, I can see that you're not muted, but I cannot hear you. So that may be a problem with the settings, but usually that's a problem with the connection. So Ayara, you may need to leave the class and then re-enter the class again. That usually works. You might try doing that because I can't hear you right now. Okay. Hopefully she'll rejoin us in just a moment. As well, any viewers out there in Verbling, feel free to join us. Plenty of room in the class. Don't worry about being late. I could care less. I don't really care. Okay, well, Heidi brought up the topic of weather, and I think that's an interesting thing to talk about in the future. Mayumi, let me ask you, do you think that that weather problems, extreme weather, will happen more frequently in Japan in the future?
Yes, I think so. The weather will be getting worse in the future.
Okay. I think the weather will be getting worse.
Will be getting worse in the future.
All right. Okay. Again, as I mentioned with Heidi, will be getting worse in the future. I guess you can get away with it using this in the future prepositional phrase. I suppose that will work. And even though it's not a specific time, usually when we use future continuous, we need a very specific time. Okay, at 10 o'clock tomorrow evening, I will be teaching a class, for example. That's much more normal. Okay. Megami, might as well practice your English while you have a chance. Why do you think so? Can you add?
The reason why I
Sure.
uh the reason. Okay. Maybe if people start use a lot of electricity, that will cause bad weather.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, of course, you could use a lot more detail to make that clearer. Maybe you could try a little more detail next time. Let me quickly try to welcome Ayara again. Hello, Ayara? Okay. My prediction. Here's a little future in the past. My prediction that Ayara could rejoin the class and that would enable her to talk to us apparently did not work out very well. Sorry. Normally that works. Still can't hear you. Terribly sorry. Okay, that's a little something that we call future in the past. Earlier, I made a prediction, and I'm talking about that prediction I made earlier, so I use would. I thought that would work. Apparently, I'm wrong. This little, when we talk about what we said, a prediction in the past, we use would instead of will. Okay, that's an interesting concept. Heidi, have you ever in your life made a bad prediction?
Bad prediction?
Yeah, have you ever made a prediction that turned out to be very wrong?
Before in Japan, air and water, river water were contaminated a lot. We lost firefly. But after that, now the old makers invented clean air and was air purifiers or something. I forgot that. And then air is much better. And government forced the factories to emit the clean water to the river. So nowadays, river, we don't have any smell. We don't feel any smell from the water. But before it was very dirty, like China. A little better than China.
Right.
Like China. Then I predicted our future. The river and the air would have been or would be.
Would be. Okay. Yeah.
More contaminating.
Okay, there you go. That's exactly what I'm looking for. At that time, I predicted it would be more contaminated. All right, it would get worse. Very good. That's exactly what I'm looking for. So when we talk about predictions we made in the past, we use would. That was good. That's exactly what I was looking for. Okay. let's see, Mayumi, have you ever made any bad predictions about whatever, worldwide events or personal predictions? I remember.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I sometimes pessimistic, so I sometimes made a bad prediction.
Uh-huh. Okay. Like what? Can you give me?
I might make some mistakes. I often predict bad things would happen.
Okay. Can you give me any examples? One small thing. I sometimes pessimistic. Okay.
Pessimistic.
All right. That's what you said earlier. I sometimes pessimistic. You're using an adjective, pessimistic.
Ah,
You need the verb to be. I am
yeah.
sometimes pessimistic.
I am sometimes pessimistic.
Okay. This is a common mistake. People forget the verb to be when they're just giving a simple sentence to
Okay.
describe with an adjective. You got to remember that verb to be. Okay. Can you give me an example of a bad prediction that you made in the past?
In the past, I made a bad prediction. I would make some mistakes at work.
Wait a minute. Your prediction is that you would make mistakes at work? You are pessimistic.
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes I am pessimistic, but usually it turned out to be okay.
Oh, I see. But you were wrong. You were wrong about making future mistakes.
Yeah, I was wrong.
Wow.
I had, fortunately,
Well,
usually I was wrong. It usually
okay.
turned out to be good.
All right. That's funny. That's okay. That was fun. Okay. Thank you for that one. That was interesting. Okay. Now you guys, all right. I have a Japanese class today. Great. Um, great. I can ask you questions about Japan. What is your prediction? How long, Heidi, will Abe stay in power? How long will he retain his power? Ooh.
Abe is very popular nowadays in Japan.
He is, yeah.
Very strong, and he had a leadership. Before, people said in Japan we want to have some leadership for the prime minister. We change the prime minister every year like that.
Yeah.
Maybe next Olympic, Tokyo Olympic Games, 2020.
Ah, I forgot about that.
People are hoping Mr. Abe will stay still as the prime minister in the Olympic Games.
Ah, okay. All right. Here's another interesting way to talk about the future, and it's a little difficult because people are hoping. Okay, present continuous tense, but the verb itself, hoping,
No.
means the future.
Yeah.
So
We
people,
can make a future and a hope.
yeah. Okay, but I just wanted to say you're using present continuous, but on the other hand, because of what the verb means, this is okay. What you did is okay. It confuses people though because they are hoping right now, and hoping means in the future, but by using the verb hoping, you're obviously talking about the future. This is an interesting construction. Really. I didn't realize he's okay. I didn't realize he was really that popular right now.
Yeah,
I just didn't know.
actually,
Okay.
he had a speech in Congress in America, United States Congress.
Yeah.
And then after that, maybe his supporting rate is getting better, higher, I think.
Yeah. We call that, by the way, approval ratings, and they do these polls, surveys, right, to check the president or prime minister's approval ratings. Right. Yeah. Obama's approval ratings are pretty much in the toilet. Very, very bad. Right. But then again, Putin, Russia's leader's approval ratings are through the roof. They are like 90%. They're crazy.
Yeah.
I've never gotten 90% of people to agree on anything, so I have a hard time believing that. But okay. Anyway, okay, interesting. Very interesting. Great. Let's talk about the Olympics, Mayumi. Let's talk about the Olympics for a minute in Tokyo, 2020. I forgot about that. That's exciting.
Yeah.
All right. Do you think you will attend the Olympics? You will go there to watch an event? Or event?
I don't think I will go to the Olympic Games.
Okay.
Hi.
Why not? Hi. Okay.
Hi,
Hang on.
okay?
Naomi,
Okay.
I'll come back to you in just a second. Hi.
Hi.
Ayara? Is that... How do I pronounce your name? I'm sorry.
Ayara.
Ayara? Oh, pretty close.
Yes, close.
Ayara. Okay. Thanks, Ayara. And yes, now I can hear you perfectly clearly. That's terrific. I'm going to talk to you in just a second.
Okay.
Okay, I'm in the middle of a conversation here with Mayumi here. I'll get to you in just a sec. Mayumi, why? If the Olympics are going to be in your country, why would you not go to see them? And good job using the negative future tense, by the way. Good job.
I hate crowds.
You hate crowds.
Yes. I'm okay with just watching in front of the TV. I shouldn't go to the site.
Okay. Although you may be correct. Be careful about using shouldn't for future tenses. It's okay to say I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't go there. I shouldn't go there because it will make me upset. All right, you're kind of giving advice to yourself, and that's okay. But if you use shouldn't in that way, you should explain why in English. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't go to the Olympics is a little vague. You're like advising yourself not to go. To be clear, I shouldn't go there because it will, I don't know, make me nervous or something like that. Okay, all right, fair enough. I want to talk to you guys both about the Olympics a little more. Let me, Ayara, let me talk to you for a minute. Hi.
Finally.
Yeah, finally. Where are you from?
Brazil.
Brazil. Okay,
Yeah.
terrific. Oh my goodness, late at night there, isn't it?
Yeah. No, but I'm living in Australia.
Oh.
So yeah.
Oh yeah. All right.
It's 2 p.m. It's 2 p.m. now.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you're, let me see if I can guess. You're living somewhere near the Gold Coast or south, more in like Canberra area.
No, none of them. Sydney. Yeah, Sydney.
Sydney. All right.
Yes. Have you been here?
No.
You should. You should come.
You can invite me. I should come. And look, there's future advice. Very good. You should come. All right. Terrific. Okay. How long will you continue to live in Australia?
I don't know because my husband doesn't want to go back to Brazil. We got the PR, the resident visa this year.
Okay, cool.
So we don't have a prediction to go back to Brazil.
Ah, okay. Well, this class is all about predictions.
Yeah.
Okay, congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
Getting your resident visa. That's great. Good news. Terrific. Okay, so you have no predictions. Okay, No idea
Yeah.
about that.
One day,
Hey,
someday, I'd like to go back, but not now.
okay, I have another because I was just reading actually about what's it called? El Nino. Do you know what that is?
Sorry?
Do you know what El Nino is?
No, no.
Ah, okay. El Nino it's a cyclical. It in cycles. It happens where temperatures of the oceans rise, and it causes a lot of
I got. Okay.
causes a lot of dramatic weather changes,
Uh-huh.
particularly actually to Brazil and to Australia, um, to usually to areas just north and south of the equator. Where I live in the Philippines, um, gets affected by these El Ninos cycles. Anyway, I was
Uh-huh.
just reading. Maybe you don't know anything about this yet because it was just like this morning I was reading that they're predicting a strong El Nino this year. Have you heard anything about that?
No, about this prediction? No.
Yeah. And in fact, they're predicting droughts in Australia, which is why it was in the news.
Wow.
Wow. Oh, good news. Thanks.
No, no, no.
Yeah.
I'm ironic.
Sorry. Terrible news.
Yeah.
Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Okay. All right. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to Heidi,
Okay.
is your connection good? So you drop out and come back.
Ah,
Okay.
actually, baby woke up, so one.
Baby woke up.
Yeah, but now it's
Okay.
really quiet.
Oh, okay. So this is your niece?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
her mother is in hair salon to have haircut, so
Okay.
I need to take care of baby.
All right. Very good. So I'll understand if you disappear. Okay. Naomi and I were talking about the Olympics. Well, actually, you were the one who brought it up. Do you think you will go to any of the events in Tokyo in 2020?
I know if I go to Tokyo, I need to take a Shinkansen. It's very expensive, and if I need to take a hotel, maybe it's very expensive in that case. So staying in here and watching TV is much better.
Okay. All right. Okay. Wow, Tokyo's not far from me. I could go, but now you're making me nervous because you're telling me it will be very expensive. Okay.
Maybe from Philippines much better. Now
Yeah.
air ticket is cheaper than Shinkansen.
Yeah. Well, who knows what air tickets will be like in 2020? Okay. All right. Future predictions. Who knows what something will be like? A good way to express the idea that you have no idea how to predict something. Yeah. Yeah. My goodness. Who knows what will happen? Now, but regarding the Olympics are very controversial, and ARA probably knows something about this, being from Brazil, because Brazil also hosting the Olympics very
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Um, ARA, I'm going to ask you the same question so you can think about it, but Heidi, in your opinion, will the Olympics in Tokyo in 2020 help or hurt the economy?
I don't think so. For example, London and Beijing, they already hosted Olympic Games. After that,
Mhm.
their economy is very bad. So nowadays, after Olympic Games, almost all cases, the country's economy is getting worse.
Yeah, it's like a curse. Okay, let me ask Mayumi, what is your opinion? Will the Olympics in Tokyo in 2020 help or hurt the economy?
Yes, I think so. The economy will be better
Better.
because of the Olympics. Yeah, everybody feel like something good would happen because of the Olympics. So if they
Mhm.
feel happy, they may buy a lot of things. If
Uh,
they feel happy, they can buy a lot of things.
okay.
So I think the economy will be better.
Yes, hopefully. But of course, the Olympics are very expensive
Yes,
as
very
well for
expensive.
the host
Yeah.
country.
Yes.
For the country. And speaking of that, okay, Ayara,
Hi.
as I mentioned, the Olympics can be very expensive for the host country.
Yeah,
Yes.
I
Okay.
agree.
What's your prediction for Brazil? Are the
Well,
Olympics going to help or hurt?
I think the Olympics, in case of Brazil, does more harm than good because people people aren't happy with the government and there is much corruption involved.
Uh-huh.
So which make things worse, more expensive. So I don't think it's gonna be good for the
Okay.
economic
See, yeah. Okay, for the economy.
for the
Uh,
economy. Yeah.
yeah, economy noun, economic is the adjective. All right, your phrase, I like the fact that you used a signal phrase um, to give your example, but you said in case of Brazil. It should be in the case of
Oh
Brazil.
yeah. In the case of Brazil, okay.
Right. You got to be careful with that particular phrase because, of course, in case of, in case of fire, break glass, you know,
Mhm.
uh, when we just use in case without the and the to designate exactly what example you're using, then it's more general.
Okay.
Okay, so in the case of Brazil, all
In
right.
the case of Brazil, okay.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay. See, the problem always is what to do with all these structures and buildings and venues after. The Olympics are over. What are you going to do with all these things that you built?
Yeah. This is the
Uh,
question.
this is the question. And is there a plan in Brazil? I
Sorry?
mean, is there a plan for long-range use?
Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna work
Okay.
because yeah, how I mentioned before, there's much corruption involved. So I don't think the government concern is to improve the the economy.
Hmm. It needs to be your concern.
Yeah, it should be,
Yeah.
but it
Yeah, it most
doesn't.
certainly should be. And they've got to get what's it called? Petrobras?
Oh my God, yeah,
Yeah, they got to get that
that's
cleaned
shame.
up. They got to get that cleaned up. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I have a few Brazilian students, and we talk about this stuff. So I'm a little bit familiar with the economic condition and the political condition, and I know all about the
Mhm.
Petrobras scandal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good. Timing's not good. When are the Olympics in Brazil? They're next year, right?
Next year.
Yeah, that's not much time,
Yeah, in Rio de Janeiro.
right? Um, will they be ready for the Olympics?
Sorry?
Will Rio be ready for the Olympics?
No, I don't think so. I think Rio is better than 3 years ago because I've been there. I
Uh-huh.
think, but I'm not sure Rio is ready because Rio is such there is much criminality.
Okay. Criminality. Yeah, I guess that's
Yeah.
right. Okay. All right. Interesting. All right. See, okay. Speaking of that, where? Okay, let me talk to Heidi for a second. All right. Again, I know I'm going on about the Olympics. I'll change the topic, but I have to ask you because you mentioned it in Tokyo in 2020. Yeah, it's going to be expensive for accommodation to live. Where are they going to put everyone? Where are they going to put everyone for the Olympics? I mean,
Tokyo is a very rich prefecture.
yeah. Are there enough
Their
hotels
budget
and?
is like some countries annual budget the same.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
I think Tokyo can do can support Olympic Games.
Okay. All right. It's okay. All right. Well, let's. All right. Let's get away from that topic. All right. Let's think about other predictions which we can make now. Let's see. Uh, what do you think? Okay. Let's talk about. All right, maybe personal predictions again. Heidi, I know you like to travel. Do you think you will be traveling in the next 5 years?
Yeah, traveling. Maybe I need to go to some European countries. Actually, I want to go Italy now because I want to buy the shoes, Italian shoes or some clothes. I've never been there for 3 years.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I need to go. I need to go. I have to go. I need to go. I want to go. Okay. Be careful though, Heidi. I have never been there for 3 years. Instead, it would be better to use a perfect tense. I haven't been there for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that negative, the last 3 years up to now, I haven't been there for 3 years. Try to avoid using never for a limited amount of time. I mean, it's possible, but it sounds a little weird. I never went there in 1992. It just sounds strange in English.
Then I've not been there
Yeah, it's much better.
for 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't go there in 1992 instead of I never went there in 1992. It sounds a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Never is never. You know, never is very extreme and strong, and you got to be a little careful. Okay, Mayumi, how about you? Will you travel anywhere? Ow, hurt myself. Will you travel anywhere in the next 5 years?
Yes, definitely. I will be somewhere warm.
I will be somewhere. Well, I hope you're somewhere. Okay, where would you like to travel to in the future?
Somewhere where I can watch fish.
Where you can watch fish?
Fish. Yes.
Why?
I like fish.
You do?
Not eating, just watching fish.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. All right. You could come over here, visit the Philippines. It's not far.
Yeah, because and the Philippines was the first place where I watched beautiful fish.
Oh, you've been to the Caribbean?
Yes. No, the
Philippines.
Philippines and
Oh, okay.
yeah, Cebu. Cebu was the first place.
Oh yeah.
I tried snorkeling.
Very good. Okay. Have you learned? Now I'm using present perfect, talking about the past, but have you learned how to dive, like scuba dive? You know, with the air tank and everything.
No, I never tried because I'm afraid of water. But still, I can't stop watching fish.
You're afraid of water, but you like to watch fish.
Yeah. So I never I never been a diver, but so I'm satisfied with only snorkeling.
Okay, so you won't be learning how to scuba dive.
No, never.
No.
I don't.
Okay.
I can't be a diver.
All right. Okay, you can't. That's interesting. Okay. All right. That's very interesting, Naomi. Okay. Wow. Okay. Hey, Ara, how about you? In the next 5 years, will you be traveling anywhere, do you think?
Definitely, because at least once a year I go to Brazil because I can't handle to spend my time far. But I'd like to go another places as well. In my first opportunity, I'd like to go to New Zealand, Thailand, because it's near,
Mm-hmm.
and and I read a lot about these countries and see many pictures. So definitely, I hope I can go.
Uh-huh. Okay. Very good. I, I just have to ask, I'm very curious. How long does it take you? How long is the flight from Australia to Brazil?
Oh my God, pretty long flight, at least 20 hours,
Really?
really, and it's
Holy,
very expensive. It is as well.
is it? 20
Mm,
hours.
20
Really?
hours, at least 20 hours. Yes,
Wow.
yeah.
Brutal. Wow. No
But I can
kidding.
handle. I can handle with these
That's a long
once a
one.
year. Yeah.
Yeah.
The main
Okay.
problem, the main problem is the price. I think so. It's very
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah, I'm sure it
Maybe this is
is.
why, because it's so long. It's a so long flight, so this is why it's so expensive.
Yeah. All right. Oh, okay. Very interesting. Okay. Um, Heidi. All right. Speaking of traveling and flying, and we've all wondered about prices. Will let's talk about oil and gas. Will things oil prices go up or
Yeah.
go down?
Mm-hmm.
Will this make travel more expensive?
Yeah.
Yeah. You think
And
so?
mhm. Close uh, closer places, it's getting cheaper. There are many cheap airlines,
Mm.
less than $100 or so. But long destination, it's still very expensive. But I don't want to spend money. So always I accumulate mileage points.
Oh yeah. All right. Okay. Right. Mileage points are okay. Accumulate miles. Sometimes we just say, all right. That's definitely one way to do it. Yeah, you're definitely correct. There are more and more small carriers,
Mm-hmm.
small small airline companies that compete with each other. Actually, that's very true. It's very true in most places in the world. I wonder, Ara, is that true in Australia? Are there more and more small carriers? Can you like take a little trip to Darwin or something
Yeah, it's
fairly
true.
cheap?
Yeah, it's true.
Okay. I wonder how much it would cost me to fly to Darwin. It's not that far, really. Oh, anyway, I'll think about that later. Hmm. I don't know why, but I really want to go to Darwin. I don't know. I have no idea why I want to go there.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm not sure. Okay. Uh, let's talk world economy. Mayumi,
Yes.
do you, do you think in the future, and I don't know, 1 year, 5 year, 10 years, 20 years, do you think in the future the world economy will become stronger, remain stable, or become weaker?
Mm, the
There's a
world economy will be unstable, continually unstable.
Okay. Continue to be unstable. Do you think there will be another crash like there was in 2008?
I don't think so. Such a big one, but smaller one, smaller scale of crash would be happen.
Okay. Will happen.
Yeah,
Okay. Not will be happen. Will happen.
will happen, but not such big one, but maybe smaller ones.
Okay. That's such a big one. Yeah, well, there's always bubbles, it seems like. Okay. Ara, what's your expert opinion on world economy in the future?
Yeah, I don't have a strong opinion about this because I don't have this knowledge. But if the things continue, if there is a tendency, I think so. So if the things continue follow this tendency, I think it would be stable as well.
Mm-hmm.
The
Okay.
economy would be stable.
Instability. Yeah. Don't worry about being an expert. I think that I say that I'm being very sarcastic. You know,
Okay.
if you look at economists, even world leading economists, whatever, Alan Greenspan and these bigwigs that run the world and monitor the economy, you you understand if you historically read their predictions from the past that they're pretty much always wrong.
Yeah.
One economist in 1,000 actually predicts correctly. They're
Yeah,
they're
because
always wrong.
very hard to predict this topic.
Of course it is. Yeah. Impossible. Next to impossible. I think you just have to be very lucky to be
Yeah.
correct predicting a.
Otherwise, I'd gotta be rich
We'd
because I
all be
will invest.
billionaires.
Yeah, because we invest my money in the stock market and
Right.
I would become a rich millionaire.
If it were easy, we'd all be billionaires.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Heidi. What is your overall prediction for the world economy?
Asian economy is getting better, much better.
Mm.
Many companies are withdrawing from China because there are a lot of problems in China. The wage is getting higher, so they are moving in Thailand or Indonesia or Malaysia.
Mm-hmm.
So totally, Asian economy is getting better. But in Africa, they are still poor, and many people can't eat the food enough.
Mm-hmm.
And the population, while the population is getting bigger and bigger, so maybe in the future, many people will have a lack of food. Nowadays, even in Japan, flour or butter or milk is getting higher. So rich people, it's very good, but for poor people, only eating food will be very difficult in the future.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. You said in Africa, people won't eat the food enough. They don't eat enough food. They
Even
don't get enough.
Middle Eastern countries, they are all producing, but Toyota and Honda already started selling a hydrogen car, and the government promised until the end of next year they will construct hydrogen station over 100 in Japan.
Where? In
In
Japan.
Japan, yes.
Oh, no
Over
kidding. Really?
100 hydrogen stations.
I had not heard that. That is very interesting.
So people don't use the fossil fuel in the future.
Interesting. Very interesting. Here in the Philippines, basically electric scooters, electric cars, electric trikes now you see they've really exploded. It's amazing how many they didn't exist 5 years ago, and now it's amazing. I mean, it's not huge, but like 1 out of 20 motorcycles that you see are electric, and that's pretty 5% in 5 years is pretty amazing, really. So yeah, green energy I think is going to change. Green technology is going to change things one way or the other. I agree with you there. It's very interesting about the hydrogen tanks. Okay, going along with that, big question. In 100 years from now, all right, Heidi, I'll let you go first. In 100 years, will human beings be using oil, gas, petroleum products?
Yeah. But maybe hydrogen can be used in electricity generation.
Mm-hmm.
Now nuclear fusion. Now people are using nuclear fusion system, but it will be changed nuclear fusion. For that, they use hydrogen.
Right.
It's
That's right.
much more safety.
Much more safe. Yes.
Much more safe. Clean.
Yeah, it also produces a lot of energy.
And even if they can get the energy easily, because hydrogen will come from seawater.
Yeah. That's one thing. Philippines lacks many things, but seawater is not one of them. There's no shortage of seawater. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Mayumi, do you think in 100 years, far prediction, in 100 years, will people still be using petroleum, oil, gas?
In 100 years, all oil will be dried up. So
okay.
we don't have any more oil. We will not have any more oil.
It just won't
100
happen.
years. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we might be finding something else.
Okay. All right. Okay. AR, what do you think in 100 years?
I think in 100 years, the society, humanity, will find out some alternative ways to provide energy. So I think, yeah, probably they will continue using the oil, but I think they will find out other energy source.
Yeah, okay. If humanity even exists in 100 years.
Yeah. Who knows?
That's a big if.
But I don't think so. In 100 years, the human race is over. I don't think so.
I don't think so either, but I think there are going to be some major problems due to everything we've talked about, due to population growth, due to climate issues, climate change issues, due to economic imbalance. All of these things that we've actually been talking about, I think are going to cause some enormous problems. And my prediction in 100 years from now, there's 7 billion people now. I wouldn't be surprised if there was only 500 million people.
Oh my God.
100 years. People are going to die, in my humble opinion. When you don't have food or water, already it's happening. Look at the immigration everywhere. Africans to Europe. Costco's and Middle Easterns to Russia and Indonesians to Australia, everywhere.
Yeah.
Everyone's.
But other thing is this is improving, like technology. So I don't know.
That's
the medicine is improving. So humans have this knowledge, this capacity.
Well, I hope so. I hope
to
humans
find
can.
alternatives. Maybe the humans wake up.
Maybe.
maybe.
I have serious doubts.
Yeah.
As I get older, I become much more cynical and sarcastic about human beings'
Yeah, yeah.
chances.
Understand.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Okay, ladies, this has been a most entertaining and engaging conversation. I hope you picked up a few pointers about using future expressions, future tenses, and vocabulary. Thank you all very, very much. And I'm going to have lunch. That's my prediction for the very near future. So thank you all very much, and I'll
Thank
see you
you.
next time here on Verbling.